Well, we begin in San Francisco with a plan to build new housing in the Presidio, the thriving neighborhood uniquely situated on the border of a national park. Here's an aerial view of what that area looks like right now. You can see this is right near the Palace of Fine Arts where the Presidio Parkway begins. The Presidio Trust then gave us this rendering showing what the new complex would look like. You can see a lot of the open space filled in with nearly 200 units spread out over several different buildings. Our Brad Hamilton joins us live to explain how the project is designed to give smaller families and singles a chance to live in this fast-growing area. Hey, Brad.
Yeah, hey, Ryan. Obviously, the Presidio is so beautiful, but it's hard to believe that new housing hasn't been here in over 20 years. Leadership says that's about to change, and what they have planned is something they feel they really need. Tessa McMillan has lived in the Presidio for 20 years, but this walk and her life in this space never gets old.
I feel like I've been really fortunate to be able to bring my family here, be around nature, and be able to use a park that should be open to the public.
But if there's one thing missing in the Presidio, in her mind, it's the opportunity for others.
We need more space. And I'm happy, I think, having lived here a long time, I'm happy to share the space.
When you think about the historic character of the Presidio,
and now the Presidio Trust confirms that a brand new development is in the works. San Francisco Supervisor Stephen Sherrill represents neighborhoods in the area around the Presidio.
Opening up the Presidio for as many families and people to live here and work here is something that I'm really excited about.
The Presidio Trust sent us renderings of what it would look like, turning this empty parking space into so much more. 196 units in 6 apartment buildings with studio, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom spaces.
You look at the new designs, I think it's incredibly thoughtful how they went into it. And that's
the supervisor showed us the space where it would go on Eddy Road and why he felt it belonged here.
The best part of this project is they're taking unoccupied, vacant buildings that are not part of the historic character of the Presidio. Actually, they're really kind of ugly, and they're building some beautiful new buildings for people to be able to live here and really enjoy one of the most majestic parts of the city.
Another benefit is the revenue it would generate. In a statement to KPIX, the deputy chief of the Presidio Trust highlighted the need for new housing as a way to keep fueling the federally owned national parks economy. The Presidio has a unique structure where it's entirely self-sufficient with its operations and its finances. Housing makes up about 35% of the revenue it needs to operate.
We're going to see this building redeveloped. Most special places in the federal government's portfolio, period, and it is one of the only revenue positive parts of the federal government. And I think it's a great project. It really uplifts the history and the unique character of the Presidio.
Maintaining history and natural beauty with new housing is a concept not seen often in the Presidio. But residents like Tessa McMillan feel that will be embraced by the community because of their willingness and want to share it.
Yeah, and I hope it stays like that. So the Presidio really has to understand the importance of, how the residents feel about that. That community is number one for us.
So an official with the Presidio Trust told us right now they don't know how much this project is going to cost them or what it will eventually cost their residents. But what they do know is that they have an environmental review starting November 3rd. And eventually they are hoping to break ground in 2027. Brian?